What's up, everybody? It's your boy Samoski. Today I'm back again with another tutorial. So in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a simple worship
straight from the lab of HBSbeats.com.
So before we dive right into this beat, I'm going to be showing you some basic piano theories which you can actually use that can guide you to always make sure you're on point when you create your chords and progressions. So I'm going to be really fast in this tutorial, so if you're not getting anything, you can actually drop a comment and I'm going to respond. And if you need personal training, you can actually contact me. My number is in the description of this video. You can head over to the website www.hbsbeats.com. So I'm going to start by showing you chords. I've loaded the expand here and I've selected a tone which is called the Riders. It's an electric piano. So I'm going to go over to the piano roll, and then we are going to be in the key of G sharp for this tutorial. So G sharp is our 1, B flat is our 2, C is our 3, C sharp is our 4, E flat is our 5, F is our 6, G is our 7, and then back to our 1. So the major chord for G sharp, it's going to be a 1, 3, and then 5. So this is the major chord. So the difference between this note and this note, it's semitone. So if I take it a whole step, like from here up to here, it's now a full tone. So you remember our 1, this is our 1, this is our 2. So if we take it the whole step, it's going to give us the 2 chord. If we take it another whole step, is going to be the 3 chord. If you take it semi, it's going to be the 4 chord. So that's how it is done. So everything just remains the same, just that if you're doing the solfa, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you just have to move them accordingly, the same chord. I'm going to be using a progression of just 4 and 5. And before I do that, I'm just going to set the tempo to where I want it to be. Worship beat usually starts maybe around 40 to maybe 85, so depending on the style. So I'm going to be using 86 for this. So I'm going to turn on the metronome, and then I'm going to be doing a 4 and 5 progression. So remember, this is our 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 4 chord. So I'm going to go over there. I'll duplicate this. Since we are doing a 4-5, I'm going to go over to the 5 also. So it's now sounding like this. This is going to be the whole progression of the song. So I'm just going to duplicate it by 4 bars. So when you're making your piano, you need to think like a real pianist playing this. It doesn't matter if you're a piano player or not. Since you've gotten your chords, all your aim is to make the piano sound realistic. So I'm assuming this is the right hand chord placement, so I'm going to do the left hand placement, which is going to be the root of this chord. So you know we are doing a 4-5 progression. So on the key of G sharp, this should be our 4 chord, and then the 4, you know, we have the 6 here, and we have the 1. So I'm just going to use the 1 chord. So I'm going to duplicate this. Same process goes for the 5. So the 5 is going to be 5 and then 2, just as we have here. I'll duplicate it. So it's going to sound like this. In the 4 chord, you can actually find 1 there. So I'm just going to be adding the 5 over the 4 chord, the 5th note over the 4 chord. Then I'm going to be adding the 6th note over the 5. Let me just duplicate this. So it's going to sound like this. So you see how easy it is to create your chord. So if you don't have any idea how this is made, you can actually contact me for some private tutorials on this. I'm going to humanize the velocities here. As you can see, it's more robotic. All the notes are of the same velocity, which isn't natural. So I'm just going to do Alt arrow on the keyboard, and then if you notice that it changed your notes or your chords, you just have to click on this pattern and it will bring it back. So I'm just going to work on the velocity a little bit, as you can see, so that all the notes are not going to be equal. Then I'm going to hit accept. So I'm just going to replace this E piano with a natural ground piano. So this is the first thing I've done here for this beat, which is the piano chord. So the next thing I want to do is to add the percussion, which is going to play nicely to what we already have here. So I'm just going to go over to my samples. So I like to start off with the shaker. So it's going to be So I'm going to do the same velocity adjustment just by, I don't want all the velocities to be the same. So I always think of humanized feeling when I'm creating my beats. So I'm just going to duplicate this. So this is what it will now sound like. So I'm going to add one more shaker, which it's going to play nicely along with this other guy here. So it's just going to be 2 steps. I'm just going to add some drums. So next up, I'm going to add the snare. Maybe I just have to replace the snare. So maybe I'll make a little adjustment to the snare also. And a little adjustment to the kick also. So you see how it's actually going. You need to be fast about anything that comes to your mind. So I'm going to add the hi-hat. Okay, so I'm going to add more instruments. So I'm going to be duplicating this. So I'm going to select the guitar tone. So I'm going to copy the same thing I have here. I'm going to paste it, and then I'll open it up, and then take away the bottom notes. So there's this trick I usually do whereby I have to change the step to none, and then I'll select the top notes, shift it back a little bit, so it's going to sound like this. So let me see how it sounds in lower octave. Okay, very nice. So let me see how it sounds with the piano. So I'm going to duplicate it another time and then change the tone to another guitar. So this time around I'm going to remove the bottom note again. So let me hear what this sounds like. I'm still going to duplicate again, select another guitar, copy the same thing. So you see, I'm just using one progression and I'm just doing the same thing I have over. So for this one, I'm going to make it strings. So I'm going to select the strings. I'm going to edit it more, maybe taking away the high notes. So now it will sound like this. Just going to take all of them to the mixer and then balance them. These are strings. So these are the percussions, so let me just take them there. I'm gonna add a fruity off clipper just to make the kick punchy. So this is what it sounds like now. The last thing I want to do is to add the bass. So for this, I'm going to be using a plugin called Harmless, and it's just the sub. So remember our progression. I like to go off to the high melody, high octave, so that I can hear what it sounds like. So this is the progression: fa, and then so. So I'm going to bounce it. So I'm going to add the bass over to the mixer. Then I'm just going to refine it a little bit, adjust the boost some of the low frequency. And maybe making it mono a little bit, about 25%, 20% is okay. So once everything is done, so you just have to right click on this and then split by channel. But first of all, I'm going to take out this and then split by channel. So everything has been splitted by channel. I'm just selecting and then dragging and dropping them here. So as you can see, whatever I name them, that's what it's going to show there. I'm just going to duplicate this. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If you love what I'm doing, please like this video, share the video, comment if you have any question. So see you guys on the next tutorial. Have fun learning. Bye.